Hello YouTube, this is Kerri from Razor Sharp Crafts, and this is just like a really quick little video. Yeah. I just I was applying for My Style Stamps design team, and I was trying to get some extra images colored for that design team to submit, because it was one of those ones where you could submit as many entries as you wanted. And I submitted one entry, and I was trying to get some other stuff done, you know, just for additional entries to show something. Hold on, let me get what I made. Alright, let me get this out of the way. This was what I had originally made for the entry, and this is just, it's a card, and there's nothing on the inside, but this was a stamp from, Graphic 45's Mother Goose collection, and I had colored it with focus, here we go. I had colored it with my what do you call them, Faber-Castell big brush pens or markers. I think they're markers, but they call them pens. And I mean, I thought this was cute, but I wasn't like, oh my god, this is awesome. So I really wanted to get another entry done. But with doing my Air Force Reserves work, my time ran out, and I wasn't able to get the images that I had colored into a project. So, I know, no big deal. Try next time is the way I see it. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to share what I had worked on with y'all, because like everybody thinks when it comes to coloring in stamps, you go to markers, which is exactly what I did. I went to markers, you know, everybody goes right for like Copics or the Neo Spectrums or Spectrum Neors or whatever they're called, or, you know, just any of those blending markers. Well, I decided after I did this, and I wasn't 100% happy with it, I was like, well, what else do I have that I can work with? Because I'm getting Copics. My husband's given me a small bit of our income tax return this year to order myself some Copics and a couple other little craft things that I want. I was going to say need, but I don't really need, I want. So, but I was like, what else do I have that I can work with? And well, I have a great big tub filled with colored pencils. And so I was like, hey, well, you know what? Let's try this out. So I did. And here is one of the images I colored. Now, I also had some watercolor colored pencils. So that was why I had originally worked on watercolor paper. So that's why you can see the texture in this coloring. But I kind of liked it because it broke it up so that it kind of looked real. But anyways, I actually was working with some blending techniques on these. Now, little balls are all solid colors, but in the monkey, like right in here and along this side of its face, right here, you can kind of tell it's a little bit darker than like here or here. I wish I need something to point. My fingers I don't really have big fingers, but this is a tiny image. And here we go. Is this too skinny? No. So like right in here, you can tell it's darker than here. And in the dress, you can kind of see it, but through here is a little bit different colored pink than down through here. This is actually, like, as you can see right around here, it's a little bit lighter, and through here it's darker. I was actually using blending techniques with pencils. Like the same way they tell you to do it with Copics. Like I was starting with a darker color in the spots where I want, or I started all over with a lighter color and then added a darker on top, and then I just kind of kept doing it over and over. I'd go with the light one and then I'd do the dark one until it was blended to the way I liked it. And I fell in love with this. I mean, I find this to be really awesome in the way it's like darker here and it blends into the lighter colors. And in all reality, you can't really see it that well, but you can see just the different shade just slightly. So, you know, it's not the most obvious, and I love that. Like, I find it to be completely awesome. Like, I was really excited that I figured out how to do this. So, yeah, and I mean, you just, if you color with anything, just, you do it the same way. Like, if you color with Copics or something, if this is done the same way, just start with your lightest color and work to your darkest color. And then just kind of blend over top of where they meet, just kind of blend it. It was really cool. Now this next one, I didn't finish it completely yet. I'm going to. It's just, like I said before, with my reserves work, I get up at 5:20 in the morning. I get my shower. I get my kids up and ready for the day. Breakfast in them. Lunch made for school for my oldest. And then I'm out the door. And then I get home at about 4:15-ish. Sometimes closer to 4:30. Make dinner. We eat dinner. We're usually sitting down to eat by closer to 6, which we're used to eating around right around 5:30. But with having to cook after I get home, it's usually closer to 6. We eat dinner, and then by the time we're done eating dinner, it's like 6:30-ish, maybe sometimes closer to 7. And then if it's bath night, then shortly after that we start baths. Like by 7:30 we're doing baths. So yeah, I'm getting like an hour and a half from an hour to an hour and a half with my kids at night. And then my husband, after we put the kids to bed, you know, he likes to sit on the couch together, watch a little bit of TV. So I haven't really been in my craft room much at all. Like I'm actually, I feel like I'm neglecting it, and I miss them. I miss my craft items. Today, the only reason I'm home is my babysitter called us. She was sick this morning. So I actually went to work until 10 o'clock. It was a little after 10. And my husband was with the kids till then. And then at 10 o'clock, we switched off, and he went to work, and I came home. So right now, my youngest is sleeping. He'll be up soon. But I was like, oh, I never did a video of my colorings. All right. So that's the story. Now this I'm going to zoom in and do parts of it. All right. Focus up there, camera. Focus, focus, focus. It's not listening to me. There we go. Now in here, you can kind of see like right in here a little bit of a different green, but I think it was 2 different colored greens in here. So trying to get an actual grass look. Okay, and then working up the pole that the scarecrow's on. And then I used 2 different colored yellows. There really wasn't a big variation in the colors, but you can kind of see where it's a little bit different. I kind of tried to keep the darker colors near the lines and the lighter colors filling in. And then on the pants you can really see this is a different brown, this is a different brown, and this is a different brown. And I tried to make it darker around the hemmed edges and then blending it all together. So, sorry, I was like, oh, I forgot my cell phone. I was going to check the time because my Michael man will be getting off the bus at 2. And I'm not sure what time it is, or at 2:30. But I should be good. Sorry. So, just using the different variations the different colors, I just kind of got like this little bit of worn effect almost, if that's the right word. I just felt it should be darker over like this, where the scribble marks in the stamp are. You can see the scribble marks under there. And I tried to copy the scribble marks with the pencils. I'm still learning it. But it's really fun. Like I can do this because I can stamp an image. Like I have a whole bunch of images. I'll show you. I have a bunch of them stamped out that I was working with. And I can sit downstairs with this on my lap and work on coloring for about a half hour before my youngest, who's 21 months, my little Joshua, before he's digging through my colored pencils and scribbling on everything. And then I got to pick it up and put it away. So, and then right here is what I had finished. This is a black. I was just going over, I was doing the lines in the shirt with black, and then I'm going to fill in here excuse me, I was thinking with like a red or an orange. I'm not sure yet. But then again, 2 different colors in the yellow for the straw hair. Like you can kind of see this is darker than right in here. Maybe you can't, but like right here's a really light color of yellow and here's a darker color. Just trying to make it look a little more realistic, because nothing in nature is solidly one color. Like there's always like variations to the color. So that's what I'm working with trying to use different colored pencils, you know. And so there, and then that's just a brown. So I got a little more work to do on him or her. But then see, like I have a couple images here stamped. And then this is watercolor paper. Like this is a watercolor pad of paper made by Mead. It's just watercolor pad. So I was just working on it. And then these 3 images are stamped on just regular paper tray ink white cardstock, because I wanted to see how they differ with the different papers. I didn't end up using my watercolor colored pencils, so I guess I kind of didn't really need to use watercolored paper, but I'm just trying to see what different papers will do. So then as you see, like down here, this is where I'm testing. Always have somewhere that you can test your colors, unless you have like something like the, you know how the Copic markers have that little book where you can put the little line so you can see the exact color. But with colored pencils, especially like the ones I'm using, because they're, I don't even know what they are, they're like a cheap brand. Honestly, the way I got my colored pencils, I had an aunt who liked to color like medallions in a coloring book, and she used colored pencils for it. Well, she passed away maybe almost 2 years now. And when she did, my mom gave me all of her art stuff, because she had been living with my mom when her health failed. So she kept all of her art stuff for me because she knew that I was the main artist, there's my air quotes, artist in the family. I use that word lightly. But anyways, okay, so what I was trying to get out here. With my colored pencils, see, this is what she had. She literally just had, like, I have a couple of black, I have a couple that are one way in here because they were ones I'm using on the scarecrow. So I don't want to mess that up. But yeah, as you can see in here, just a ton of markers, all different colors. Or not markers, colored pencils. Well, one thing, if you're going to try this method, have a white. Because let me tell you, you know how those who use Copic markers have that colorless blender to make corrections? Well, the white colored pencil can make corrections. So, but anyways, because I have like the cheap ones, I like to test it to see what the actual color looks like first before using it. And I'm glad I did, because like one that was supposed to just be brown, like just a normal brown, I believe was that color, if I'm remembering correctly. And I was like, that's not brown, that's like extreme dark brown. But yeah, so that's what I've done. I mean, I find these to be really cute, and I'm going to end up cutting them out. I may need to color some more around this guy. I was hoping I could find a circle punch that would fit right, or girl, that would fit right around her perfectly, but I don't know if I can. But maybe I'll just use my compass, which those of you that watched my video for Diamond Dies, where I used this compass and it kept like opening and closing on me, it turns out this little like screw here just needed to be tightened. Now it is perfect. Like, it's hard to pull apart. So I could probably use my compass to find her center point and then just circle around her and get a good cut around her, because I kind of want to keep it in a circle because it goes with the balls. I think that'd be really cute. And then, I don't know, use it on a card or a layout or a canvas or something. I haven't decided yet. But that's what I've done. And like I say, I'm going to try these images as well. Zoom back out here. I'm going to try these images on just regular paper tray ink white cardstock to see what the coloring does on them. And then finish up my scarecrow and do these other little ones that I've done on here on the watercolored paper. I might do one of them with my watercolored colored pencils because I've never used them. I bought them and never used them. So if you're looking to try something new and fun and interesting, pick up a package of cheap colored pencils. They don't have to be like Faber-Castell or I don't know, whatever the other expensive brands are these days. I myself, yes, I'm going to probably now invest in some Faber-Castell ones just because I find them to be better quality than the cheap ones. But to try it out to see if you like it, just buy some cheap ones. You can get them in like the stationery aisle at like Walmart or something, or the Great, whatever, wherever you buy your stuff like that, Office Max, you know, buy the Crayola ones that you buy for your kids, or just swipe your kids if you have kids and borrow theirs for the day. But try it out. It's really fun. Actually, if you buy one pack, you won't have the two different color, like the same color, two different shades to blend though, but you could at least see if you're enjoying it or just see what you can do. But it's definitely a new way to color, or it's probably not a new way. I'm sure there's many people out there already doing it, but it's a new way for me to color, and I think these turned out way better than this. Like, I wish I'd have got this done in time to submit for the design team. But I wanted to share with y'all, so I hope you enjoy it. And my reserves work is up on the 7th of February. This is 2014. So you'll be seeing more of me then. Some great stuff coming out for Diemond Dies. Some of the other design team members are already advertising. I'll be doing a video on that here soon. I don't have my new dies yet. I told Dee, the owner, just to hold them for now because I really can't get any work done. And there's 2 new ones that are out right now that are nesting dies. Hold on one second. Okay, sorry about that. I heard this little knock on my door, and oh my god, Michael got home and I wasn't there to open the door. I mean, he was right there with the bus driver, but I felt horrible. I didn't realize it was so late. So, okay, so, what was I saying? I don't quite remember. But definitely a new way, or a different way to color images, and I'm really enjoying it. So, when I'm done my reserves work, all the new stuff coming out with Diemond Dies. They have 2 new nesting dies out right now. And more dies coming out. I guess it's sometime this week. And today is January 28th. So sometime this week they'll have more new dies coming out. But if you're interested in the nesting dies and you want 10% off and free shipping, hold on. Let me do a little correction on here. This is my coupon code is staying the same. It's going to be Thanks Kerri still, but it's 10% off and free shipping on orders over 25. So if you want to order those 2 nesting dies, and they're on sale right now currently. If you want them on sale, additional 10% off on top of the sale and free shipping. Over $25, which if you buy both of them, you'll get free shipping. Use the coupon code Thanks Kerri. So there we have it. New coloring, new Diemond Dies, new coupon code. So I hope you all enjoy it. Any questions, feel free to ask. I'll have lots of Diemond Dies design stuff that I'll be doing after I get done my reserves work on the 7th of February. And I'm actually probably going to try to do a coloring of one of these with colored pencils. Maybe not of one of these stamps, maybe of a new one I just got. But maybe I'll try coloring one with colored pencils on camera for y'all to see. So stay tuned. I haven't ran away, just been super duper busy. But stay tuned, and thank you all for watching. Bye-bye.